What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle. I know it's been a minute since the videos. We're trying the new stuff, the new recording setup. I don't have the cam set up because I can't get the angle that I want. I don't have a good angle from where my desk is because I need to black out that light source behind me, which I haven't done yet, which actually I might do it next week or something. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, the reason I have not uploaded anything is because school's been kicking my ass. I have I have a bunch of stuff to get ready, basically tests, papers, all that shit. So I've been working on that for the last couple weeks, and I was going to start recording some Banjo-Tooie, and I wanted to make sure that I could record a lot before I sat down and did it. And what ended up happening was I switched to my new computer finally. I got all the shit set up for it, the software, the monitor and the speakers and all the stuff that I need that I didn't before, and I was having some issues with my monitor, and surprisingly it was a faulty HDMI cable, which I've never actually had to deal with that. You know, it was a new cable too, I think. No, it wasn't. It was an old cable. That's probably why. But we got that sorted out, so now I can record if I really need to, and I'll probably do that like Friday. But yeah, so I've had a lot of those issues, and when I have had free time, I basically play D&D, or playing D&D. So that's where a lot of my time's been going. And I may cancel D&D this week. I haven't decided yet. I'm not sure. Or at least one of my games. The game I DM. So that's besides the point. So in other news, because I'm trying to keep this short, hopefully at 5 minutes, we're making some moves, and that's part of the other reason I haven't really uploaded anything, is because I'm talking to peeps, getting stuff set up, and I'm trying to trying to just make sure everything's tip-top before it launches or whatever. So I have my Pathfinder group. I say D&D is a collective term, but my Pathfinder group, they want to play a 5th edition game, and they want to stream it, and it's on the stream that I was on before, Raccoon Queen, for Extra Life. So she wants to run a 5th edition D&D game for about 2 or 3 hours on Fridays, and I think we're going to start March 15th, and I'll put up a link and shit. I'll be there. I'll be a player. I'm playing a Goblin Barbarian. It's pretty cool. We have 5 players total, so we'll see who actually shows up and stays, but there's that. And I offered to help on the production end for maybe streaming or making content and stuff, because I actually have experience with that. And my friend said she would get back to me, so we'll see what happens. I think she wants to handle most of it herself, which is fine with me. She's really creative. She made a really cool intro and stuff like that, and she's a good artist and all the shit that I never was. So I'm just good with the technical shit. So we're going to... God, this chair is so loud and this mic picks up everything. Yeah, so she's going to start that March 15th. Like I said, I'll pimp it out, and you guys can come check it out, come see me. It's Friday evenings at like 6. So I know for some of you people across the Atlantic Ocean, or the Pacific Ocean, holy shit, but for some of you people it's going to be hard, so hopefully there'll be VODs or uploads or something like that. You'll know more when I know more. There's a lot in the preliminary phases. We spent the last 2 weeks just building characters and planning shit, working out schedules. She was doing art and stuff like that, so she's doing a lot of the back end stuff, and she's also running the game. Oh, my voice cracked. She's also running the game, and I don't think she's following a module, so she has to write it from scratch. So that's just homebrewed shit. That takes a long time. You know, if any of you have ever DM'd and you try and make some homebrew shit from scratch, we're using Forgotten Realms, but for the most part, it's pretty tough to put all that together. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. The other thing is her husband, also my good friend, who is running our Pathfinder game. I know it's getting crazy, right? You need one of those web boards or something with the lines going to every person to talk about shit. And I'm already past 5 minutes, fuck me. but he wants to do a Wednesday show. I don't know if it's going to be a stream or YouTube or something like that, but he wants to do a Wednesday show of two things. He wants it to be DM chatting, which is pretty cool for Dungeon Master shit. And that was because he's been like a Dungeon Master for a few years now, and I'm only about 6 months in. But you know, I do my research and shit, and I try stuff, and I feel like I have some decent experience or whatever. But it's just funny how it feels like I'm in a cool club now, right? It's like, oh, the DMs are here. Okay, the people who run tabletop RPGs, you know, now we can get together. So I'm excited about that. The other thing he wants to do is the thing I've been talking about, is he wants to paint. He wants to do some miniature painting. And he's a way better painter than I am for those things. I'm getting a little better. I've only painted a few times, but I've been practicing. And he wants to do that show. And that'll be Wednesdays. So it's like, I know I haven't put up stuff lately, but your boy, the chef, is, you know, he's networking. He's expanding his reach and his influence as he goes to other projects with other people. And networking is really important, right? I know I have a small YouTube channel or whatever, but there are a couple of reasons why my shit never got big. One was networking. There were people that tried to network with me in the first about 3 years I was doing this, and I just didn't do it. And that was a mistake. So, networking's a big deal, and then marketing. I'm bad at both of those things. I feel like I'm okay at content creation, but when I'm motivated, at least, you know, don't judge me on just a shitty 20-minute Let's Play. But, yeah, so those are big changes coming. I also talked to my friend who's in graphic design, and I told him what I'm looking for YouTube, and he said, alright, cool, I can do these things. And I was like, great, that sounds cool. And then he said, alright, let's get together and talk about some ideas, and I haven't done that yet. Part of it was, he asked me, like, the day he wanted me to talk to him was like, I only had an hour or something like that, so I didn't really have time. And I was also a little nervous, you know. It's kind of weird to go in there and be like, hey, I want this shit for my channel, check it out, for my dinky ass, less than 1,000 sub count YouTube. But you know, you gotta do those things, so I don't fucking know, dude. But we're making moves. You'll see some changes coming up probably in the next, probably by like April or something, I don't know. But don't think I've just been, you know, sitting around and playing Divinity Original Sin or Darkest Dungeon on those late nights when I can't sleep and don't want to record. So yeah, so it's been tough, right? So stuff's coming. I'm working on that. And a big thing of content that I want to work on is, I talked before, I want to do some Darkest Dungeon stuff, like guides and all that. But speaking of Darkest Dungeon, motherfucker, did you see the Darkest Dungeon 2 reveal by Red Hook Studios with a undisclosed release date? So I think on Friday, I want to do this by Friday. I want to make a trailer discussion, and then like, because there are a couple things. There are only a couple things in there to really talk about, but I want to do those. And then I also want to do a list of predictions for what the game's going to be, and then a list of what I would like to see changed, which I'm going to preface it with this is, that's not even correct English, but anyway, disclaimer, there you go. I already think Darkest Dungeon is just a fantastic game from like top to bottom, and so I'm gonna like open with the joke. It's hard to improve on perfection, but it'll make more sense when I talk about it, even though that already makes a lot of sense, right? But Darkest Dungeon, as much as I love it, it does have a couple issues that I will highlight, and I want to see some stuff, and yeah, I'm excited for that. I already started taking notes when I was eating breakfast this morning, but otherwise I'm gonna have to I have to plan that and actually script that, because that's not just some off the cuff shit. And I have to get some footage and all that, so that's gonna be my Friday. I think that's it for this, right? I need to cut. So I am gonna start doing Let's Plays again next week. I'll try to I'm not even gonna I'm gonna record next week. Alright, because I got too much shit going on with school right now. So that's been a big thing. And hopefully I can record like a week's worth of shit. The other thing I want to do is I want to make a schedule. I am so bad with schedules, and I used to have a schedule, and I try to keep having schedules, and I just fail at it, so that sucks. But there you go. That's 11 minutes of me talking. And go, you know, if you're looking for other stuff, I've got other stuff on the channel. Got over 1,000 fucking videos. What? Yeah. So we're done. Next time, probably Darkest Dungeon to break down shit on Friday/Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that's what it's gonna be. Yep. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm out of here.